Okay, okay. So you are good to go with the management as well as the technical guidance as well as the individual contributor, correct? Okay, fine, fine. So what is your expertise? Like you are good at, you are feeling good at front end, back end, or DB? Okay, okay, fine. That is good. So if I'm talking about the front end side, like which type of things you are aware? Like have you aware about any of the JavaScript framework? Okay, JavaScript related things, correct? Okay, 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 got it. And in the back end, like you are aware about the web API, MVC, .NET Core. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Mhm. Okay, okay, got it, got it. Yeah, good. Know about this one. Fine. Let's start with the evaluation round. So, like, I will ask some of the question related to the .NET Core also. So, is this okay? Okay, fine. So, Gautam, if I'm talking about the OOP side, can you tell me what is the difference between the abstract and the encapsulation? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. So that is okay. So, like, can you tell me what is a default access modifier of a class? Okay. So if it is public, then why we are writing the public in front of the any of the class? Hmm. No, no. Yeah, that is okay. But like you mentioned, it's a public. Then why we are explicitly defining the public? Can I make the class as a private? How we can make the class private? Have you tried that one? Okay. So I just give the hint. Like when we are creating any of the class, like private, protected, protected internal. So it is giving some compilation error. Have you seen that error? Ah, okay, okay, fine. Okay, we can't create any of the private class. I on high level I will tell you, but there's a different way. Okay, fine. So about Mhm. Okay, okay, fine. So can you tell me how we can return the multiple value from a method? Multiple return type you can say. Yeah. Okay. Apart from this, because jagged array we are not using this thing into the C sharp. For concept why we are using, but practically we are not using. No, no. Condition will also give the one, like any one value it will return. But JSON is also the one. Okay. Have you heard about the ref and out keyword? Can you explain me that? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Fine. So can you explain me string and the string builder and which one you are give the preference to use and which condition? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So can you little bit explain me the stack and the heap also? Hmm. Like if I'm talking about the C sharp side, like which value are stored into the heap and which value store into the stack? Which type of parameter? What is the type of that parameter? Correct, correct, correct. But Gautam, the catch here is like when we are saying any type of, so any type have the some predefined area. Like either it will go to the stack or it will go to the heap. So you give me the one example of each category so that I can correlate. Like which one, if you are defining any of the variable, which type of variable, so that it will go to the stack and or the heap. Hmm. Okay, not an issue. So right now you're talking about the stack exception things. So I hope you worked onto the exception part also, correct? So now my question here is, so in the exception side, can I write the two try block with one catch block? Okay. And can we, yeah, okay, okay, not an issue. So can I use the multiple final block also? Just like the catch? Are you sure? Okay. Now my question here is, I intentionally return one of the statement, like divide by zero statement into the try block. Okay. And I return the two catch block. The first catch block is the master catch block, that is the exception EX which we are using. And the second catch block is the divide by zero. Now you tell me like which catch block will be responsible to catch the error, both one or the or which one? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which one? Like in a one word? Mhm. Divided by zero. Okay, fine. Okay. So, have you done any of the memory utilization side work? Okay, how you are doing? What type of abstract or interface you used? Mm-hmm. Okay, which interface or abstract class you used? Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. So, can you explain me finalize versus dispose? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, okay, okay. So, is there any way to skip any of the like release of any of the project from the memory? Like there is a one object which I don't want to dispose. I want to skip that one. So, is there any way to skip that thing, that object while disposing? Okay, okay, not an issue, not an issue. So, okay, fine. So, coming on to the you work currently working on the MVC application, correct? Okay, okay. So in the MVC side, can you tell me how the like routing when you are when we are typing the URL onto the top, so how it will be know like I need to hit that uh, action method only. Can you tell me the flow of that? गर्वित क्यों कर रहा है मैं बताता हूँ तेरे को. Correct, correct. So here we are talking about it is going to the controller. So how it will know I need to go to the controller and specifically for this controller only. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where it is predefined. Yeah, where it is defined. In which file? Hmm. No, there is a no any of the reference file something. No, no reference. Yeah, but it is because I never seen that references file something. Mhm. That you are talking about the router, huh? Router.cs5. Okay, fine. So now my next question here is like in controller, if I'm take right now what you are doing, just right clicking onto the folder of the controller and just adding the controller. correct? So my objective here is you need to add the class. Right click and add class. And that class is a Gotham.cs or Gotham class we can take. So now you need to make that Gotham class as a normal class, as a controller class. What things you need to apply, or what thing you need to do? Correct, correct. But this Gotham you need to make as a Gotham controller class. How you can make that? No, 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 no. Yeah, that I know that. That's why I mentioned. Like, I will give you the simple class. So how you can make that simple class as a controller class? Have you seen like which type of things it is inherent into the controller class? Okay, not an issue. Not an issue. Not an issue. I totally agree. Uh, so have you heard about render and render partial view? I mean to say, can you tell me the one major difference between these two? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Okay. If I'm telling you like both are doing the same thing, then whatever you partial keyword you. Mhm. Mhm. But I can do the same thing with the render also, no? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. So I hope you use the temp data also, correct? Okay. So what is the purpose of this temp data? Can I not send the data from the controller to the view with the temp data? How? Hmm. Okay, so we need to return inside that method, you mean to say? If I'm not returning that one, like I simply return the temp data dot something we return A B C D. No, no, no. My question here is at the function level or the method level at the controller side. I return the statement like temp data I used, and I return based on the key I assign some ABC. Okay, and after that I just return the view. So in that case, it will be available onto the UI or not? I mean to say view. Okay, it will be available. Then we can send the data from the controller to the view also. Correct. Then why we are saying like the data will be sent from the controller to the controller only? Hmm. Okay, not an issue. Not an issue. So can you know the further type of the temp data? Like have you heard about the peak and keep? Okay, fine. So there is a one problem. The problem here is you have the strongly typed view. Okay, you know that the strongly typed view. Okay, fine. Yes, correct. So I need to bind the two model. For example, I have the employee and the employee detail. These two table. Hmm. Hmm. How we can achieve this thing? So what view model will do? Hmm. Hmm. Any other way? Okay, okay, fine. So okay. So at MVC side, have you done anything customization at filter side or any of the other validation side? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. So like you know that the filter. Hmm. Okay, which one you are aware? Okay, how you are making the authentication implementation? Yeah, the definition wise I know, but can you tell me the practical side? Like which type of abstract class or interface you need to use? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. But in MVC, this concept is not there. ASPX concept. Where you implemented this thing? Yeah. Hmm. No, like I'm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. So you know about the course also? CORS. Okay. Have you done any of the validation? Like validation, I mean to say like we are using the required keyword, length and all, max or min. Yeah, correct. So we have correct. So we have the 5 6 predefined validation. Correct. So have you made any of the custom validation? Okay. No, no. Yeah. So like based on interest, I'm asking. Like sometime we have the curiosity to know about the thing, so that's why. Okay, not an issue. Okay, okay, fine. So coming on to this, like you are aware about the .NET Core also, correct? How we are achieving the dependency injection in .NET Core? Mhm. Yeah, that is a conventional way. But how we are achieving this thing into the .NET Core? Because this one is the longest way to implement the thing. But now you know that like whenever we are moving from the one version to the another version, or one technology to the another technology, upgrading version I can say, so we are getting some of the concept, like there we need to write the less code and get achieve more. So because this dependency injection is the conventional way I mean to say, but yeah, so these are the also internally they are also using the same way. But now we will go to the wrapper in .NET Core. So have you heard about the service like singleton, transient, scoped? Okay, so these are the actually the way by which we are achieving this DI dependence. Correct. So can you explain me what is the scoped? Hmm. No, no. At object level side, can you tell me like there we are talking about always the object to serve any of the requests. So how the object is maintained there into the scope? Hmm. No, 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 not exactly like this. Fine. So how much work you done as of now in .NET Core? Like, or you done only the experiment at your hand? Okay, okay. You done experiment at your level, correct? Okay, okay. Not an issue. Then it's not make any sense to go inside that one. Okay. So coming on to the SQL Server side. So in the SQL Server, can you tell me like there is a one scenario. The scenario is like, have you used a transaction like begin transaction? Okay. So we have the transaction inside the transaction. Okay. And inner transaction I committed. Okay. And outer transaction I roll back. So now my question here is like the inner one is going to be commit or it will be rollback also. Hmm. 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 No, not first, like there is a inner exception. Sorry, inner transaction. Hmm. 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 Okay, fine, got it. So that's good enough. Okay, so can you tell me the rank and dense rank also? Okay, not an issue. So can you tell me how we can fetch the fourth highest salary of the employee from the employee table? Just tell me the logic. And mhm. Yeah, can you explain me? Mhm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. So one last question for the DB side. Can I call the store procedure inside a function? Okay. Can I return the multiple value from the function? Okay, fine. So at the front end side, can you have the one list, okay? And that list have the 10 item. So you need to fetch the fifth item from the list, whatever it is written. Hi, hello, whatever. How we can fetch using, you can use anything, JavaScript, jQuery, CSS, whatever you want to use. Yeah. How? Mm-hmm. Fine. Okay. Huh. Okay, fine. So, okay. So, one last question before wind up. So, you have the array, okay? So, array contains 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1, something like this one. So, you need to short that array, like all 0 will come first and then all 1 will come. So, how you can resolve this one without using the short method? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, but how you can do? Verbally, I understood, but how it will go here and there at the code level? No, no, I totally understand. Like we will put here and there. I totally agree. But in code, we will not like put in like here and there. Correct, correct. Okay, not an issue. So Gautam, I'm done from my side. You have any question for me? Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. Thank you so much for joining the call. Although I took the little bit longer time. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, bye.